Hello, good day. Welcome to Tuesday. Just waiting for our other speaker to come in. Hello.
Hi, Crystal. Hello, everyone.
Yeah. So everybody, it's Tuesday. So you know what today is. Tuesday. Make sure
You
I
got it
remember
right
what
this
today
time.
is. So welcome to Topic Tuesday and good day. It's raining by me. Is it raining by you?
All of a sudden, it's so dark.
Yeah,
It's like
I
trying to
know.
find light
I
in
know,
this
but it's
place.
still a good day to have a good day. So my name is Krista Johnson. I'm a mental health clinician with the Family Life Commission, and we also have with us.
Hi, I'm Cherise Acqui Crosby, and I'm the Senior Program Officer at the Family Life Commission as well. I see we have a return, Crystal. Richardson Haynes. He was on last week.
Hey,
It's,
welcome back.
it's always awesome to have people come back on with us. So,
Thank you for joining us, you guys, and thank you for coming back. So today is an exciting one. You know what time of the year it is, Cherise?
don't remind me. I am very aware as to what time of the year it is. I just had to tell my son, okay, we will deal with this in half an hour. I'll get back to you because I'm hearing all about this exam and that exam and
Yep. It's exam times, y'all. It has come again. This is time of the year where we are back hearing about CXC and SCA and even end of twos, end of term exams, right? So I think we know there's so much has been happening around right now. It's been a eventful year in regards to pandemic, and then we have our students, our children, I suppose, having exams now. So today we are going to discuss some helpful tips for parents, teachers, and
Chris is
even
gonna give me
friends.
some advice.
Yes.
I've been doing this for many years and believe me, I still do not know how to deal with it.
So yes, that's what we're going to talk about today and helping our children cope with the upcoming exams if they haven't started already, but the exams that are here right now. So let me ask you this, Reese. It's been a year and some basically, and how have you as a parent, really felt and dealt with virtual schooling? Just on a general.
For me, I think I had it a lot easier than a lot of parents because my son is in Form 4. So he was kind of on his own, doing his own thing. But it seemed so casual to me that it had me very stressed out. But I have to say his results were good. He did very well throughout this time. But
Right.
he would everything. Well, that's how he is. He's very simple and no fuss.
Easy going.
Yes, very, very easygoing. And so, like he expressed to me, he never felt like he really went to school. And for
Right.
me, I was wondering if he was doing anything when the day came. I would go, he's just there in his hoodie. Like, are you
Right.
listening? Are you? But
Yeah.
I know that has not been the experience of people with younger children.
Mm-mm.
With the constant monitoring and basically sitting with them all day. So I really count my blessings. But yeah, we had a year of this casual thing, but now very quickly he's in Form 5. So
Right.
it's like a huge, I should say a jump, but this exams are soon. So we have
Right.
to figure out how to manage that, how we
Right.
approaching it. I'm at the stage where I'm trying to come up with a plan, a game plan, because
Right.
I really
Right.
wasn't pressuring him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
To ensure that we had this kind of balance, I allowed him to play his games. I allowed
Right.
him to, he kind of set the pace with it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really put much pressure on him at all because
Right.
at the monthly the results were decent, so that kind of had me comforted.
Right.
So for me, it has not really been an awful thing, but
Right.
the anxiety of CSEC next year has
Right.
reached me.
So, okay. So with that, you know, exam year coming around, even though I know you probably have end of terms as well, coming up, or does he
He's
have
finished
anything?
actually.
Finished. All right.
Yeah.
But by chance, did you observe or even, any feelings were expressed by him in regards to, just his year and the exams? Maybe I don't know if he was feeling a little panicked at the end, even though everything,
Yeah,
as you said, was spiritual.
definitely. Like it hit him, just like it hit me.
Mm-hmm.
That he was just sitting here 2 minutes, a
Right.
minute before I had to say, please leave, saying, um, next year, because his friends are, they're all starting to come up with plans. Who
Right.
wants to do SATs? Who wants to do this? And he's like, for me, I'm going to be in Form 6. How did that happen? I wasn't even in
Right.
Form 4.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like a gap for him.
Right.
This whole homeschooling thing has not resonated. So now
Right.
there's this gap, and then now there's this exam. So I
Mm-hmm.
can tell he's stressed out. He's
Right.
because he
Okay.
talks about it constantly. He's like me. When something's bothering him, he can't
He talks
stop.
about it.
Yes.
Well, that's a good thing, and we'll get to that too. That's a good thing that he is talking about it. So he got a good coping strategy or mechanism from mommy already with talking and expressing. But definitely, I think at the end of the day, our desire is really to want the best for our children, and we want our children to receive the best marks that they can. But the most important thing we could do in regards to even coping through just the normal stresses, for example, and then the additional stresses in regards to just the online everything of going back into the school, even as a C-Sex student, going into the school, the essays going into the school, it might be a little more of a pressure because, it's not very traditional right now. Because then you're not going to see the rest.
This is your
Well,
first exam, yeah. This
yes,
is
yes.
you're
This
new.
is my
You're
first.
new to this.
Yes, but I'll get back to that and I'll explain the what I had to deal with Adeline with exams as well, even at being 5 years old. But I think at the end of the day, the most important thing to do is we need to provide that emotional, social support for our children at the end of the day. Right? So, I mean, we already started talking about it, but the first thing what I would suggest is to really be honest and open and to have those kind of conversations and be objective now.
Yeah.
And being conscious. So talk about it. Talk about even, you're going into exam and this has been a very extraordinary times that we're in. And so it's good to have that conversation. I'm happy that Jaden expresses, your son expresses himself in regards to, how he's feeling. He said that how he says school is not resonating with him. He felt like he wasn't in school. But listening to him and allowing children and teens to talk about how they've been feeling with the pandemic and the effects of it as well, I think is quite helpful. And using positive language and being positive instead of just lecturing or nagging, as we may say, or blaming them for, not doing what we think they should be doing, I suppose. So, for example, as you were just pointing out with my daughter Adeline, I think, I'm such a school person. I love school. And my own frustrations or whatever in regards to virtual school, it gets to me. And then it really truly it ripples to her because when she has her own process, let's just say. And then she's also frustrated with virtual school. So sometimes when she has work to do, she takes longer to do it, although I know she could do it in like 5 minutes. But then there's that pressure I feel like, she needs to fulfill the activity or the assignment as soon as, because, the assignment is due in 30 minutes, let's just say, and I know she's just on the date, right? And sometimes, yeah. And the thing is, sometimes I won't use the positive language to encourage her or to kind of understand that, we are in a pandemic and these are trying times for her. And she's very much frustrated sometimes with being stuck online whole day. So I myself have to also remind her, that, where we're at, because she's always saying, I've expressed this before in our sessions that, she's like, this is not as fun as it used, because this is her first time, it'd probably be more fun in school and stuff like that. And in regards to exams though, what was interesting is I like the approach her school took, which I really fully support, is that they did not tell, and she's 5 years, so at that level, it may be easier to say it's not a test. So they really asked us as parents not to tell them that it's an end of term test, that they're just doing the normal reading, the normal maths that they're going to do, and we're just going to give it to Miss, and she followed through. So that worked a lot. So I try to not put too much stress on that this is an exam that will, or this is a test that really determines if she gets into the other class, because they're still assessing her. And trying to use more of that positivity with her and a positive line, like, yes, you can do it. You know, this is just normal reading, and, you know, you're so smart, and just reassuring her constantly, I suppose. And, you know, encouraging her to talk about it too, because I gave her some time to, you know, talk about how she feels about not being able to be in school and stuff like that. So I think that's important. You had conversations with, like, Jaden.
Yeah.
Any more conversations?
Definitely, I learned, like, as parents, we have to be aware of where we are as well. So like when the anxiety is high with us, as I was sharing with you, so last week Jane and I attempted to work on an SPA, and I think I wasn't in a good place, and so it was like a war, and I'm like, how you don't know this, and and so we went to it again last night, and it was totally different, smooth, because I guess I was more rested. I had probably listened to some positive things before. I was really in a better place.
Right.
As parents, we have to be so conscious of how how we project our feelings onto them. And the funny thing was, I said to him, I said, wow, where was I when we were doing this last week? I obviously wasn't in a good place. And he was like, yeah. He feels very happy to express, to tell me when he realizes that I'm not I'm not myself. He's conscious. And you know, COVID's been tough for me too as a parent. So so we have to really be aware of what we're projecting onto our kids, how we react to them, and it's so much, Crystal. It's so much.
It is a lot. And that was the second point. So I'm glad that you raised the anxiety. It's really understanding our anxiety and our children's anxiety, because we have to be so conscious of how we are feeling as parents, as teachers, and stuff like that. And recognizing if, you know, our feelings could either, you know, at the end of the day, is it going to fuel the anxiety or the stresses for our children, or are we modeling for them how to really react to particular, you know, heightened events? So we have to be very conscious of, as you said, you know, our moods and how we're feeling at this time, and to recognize that, you know, when we are in this current state of whether it's frustration, stress, or whatever, how are we interacting with our children at the end of the day? Are we going to calm ourselves down? Are they going to point it to us? What are we going to do with that information to get back to them, so they in turn, you know how to react themselves to stressful in situations just like exams, because exams it has its pressures already. So definitely, you know, making that time to also understand their anxiety and talk to them about it, and, you know how to give them some coping tools as well, which is the third point, which is really to try and breathe and balance with them. And this is really getting into doing actual things with them now to help them with their anxiety and their stresses with exams. You know, it's so important to breathe. I think we underestimate how much breathing helps. You know, I do that with Adeline, would you believe? And it wasn't with the exams, but I could see it being very helpful as well, as it could apply to even the older students. So even with Adeline, when she's upset, when I'm just dealing with pure frustration, whether it's because of online schooling, just schooling itself, or just, you know, something at home, I literally show her how to breathe. So with the younger ones, maybe knows that they're going to have an end of term exam, or they're a little worried and they're going to do this online. How is this going to happen? How am I going to the next class? You know, even showing them how to breathe is good. So like literally when she's really upset and stuff like that, I do take a few deep breaths, and then I'm like, okay, then now let me hear you, and let me allow myself to just listen to her attentively, in regards to whatever is bothering her. So I could see this being very helpful for the older ones as well, even for your teens, showing them how to breathe is very
Me
important.
too.
And for parents could probably go breathe on the side before they come back. And then taking a break. Um, Definitely, we need a break in a day, especially for the students. Students, are revising all the time. They've been stuck at home for a year, online in front of the screen. So definitely allowing them to take some breaks in between, even as exams are here, is quite important. Maybe have a day where they just really just get to spend time with the family. So it kind of works twofold. I'm taking a break and then I'm actually spending time with the family. Um, I don't know if there's anything that you guys do as a family to take a break with Jaden, even if I know he's done with end of term, I know, but I don't know if there were things that you guys were doing in between, so he could have, I know you said you give him breaks, but anything that,
He plays the video games, but just today we had that conversation. He's
Mhm.
or was it last? I can't remember. And he said, "I need I can't wait to take a break." And so I said to him, "But a break? You have exams you have exams next year. Like
Mhm.
from 4 to 5, there's no break really. You have to
Mhm.
really focus." And he looked at me and he said, "For me, I need a break." And so I had to
Right.
pull back and I said, so now in my mind, I'm trying to figure out how to consciously give this child a break. And as
Right.
you were mentioning to me before, maybe a change in scenery, something, because he's already been locked up in this house for the past year.
For both
And I have
parents
to,
and and
yeah.
child, I suppose.
But so we tried the games, the game nights, and I
Mhm.
think he misses seeing his family. So
Mhm.
I really have to come up with a plan to
Yeah.
let him feel like to really allow him a break.
Feel. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it goes for both of you guys at the same time as
exactly.
parents and as children, really trying to balance the work and the play and even prayer as well to be
Yeah,
included in that. And creating now a space where even when exams are finished or even during exams that they could feel like it's an actual break. You could actually feel like it's a break. I think that's just so important. So as you said, the simple things of allowing them to play a game or two. I know with Adeline and stuff like that, with my children, after being even being online whole day doing Zoom meetings and stuff as a parent, and then going back and forth with the online schooling. Um, taking our time out in the evenings to just play in the backyard, even though I know they desperately want to go to the park, or they want to go here, or they want to go here, and we can't go. But, we still need to have fun, right? And we still need to have fun with our children, and we also need to pray. I think that's still very important in regards to balancing and breathing and taking a break. And really praying with your children at this time, not just allowing them to pray by themselves, but praying with them as a family to offer up all their stresses and all their worries to God, and let God do his will and take care of everything for you. So even taking time to pray, I think is very important at this time, taking time to take a break. And even in that break, you could be creative, I know Adeline likes helping with dinner, playing music, probably could help, while you're preparing for dinner. So you are getting, some cooperation there, a little ease from studying, you're getting some help with dinner. A lot of things are happening that you're achieving by doing that. Or, if Friday is the Friday or even Saturday is the day you're going to allow for the students, for your child to have a break from revision. Let them have a movie night, let them have a night with their friends too online. Something that you could kind of see as well. And if you feel like you need to be around to just make sure you all pick a movie, I know technology is here, so there's so many things you could do now virtually.
yeah.
Have a games night with their friends or something, just to because they're in study mode constantly, and probably because of the pandemic, they probably still felt like they're in constant school mode.
Mm-hmm.
There's no,
Because there's
they
no
wouldn't,
change in
yeah,
environment. Your
right.
room is school, It's everything. It's the
The
playroom. It's the
environment was much the
yeah,
same, as
yeah.
you're right. So, even, moving around, let them move around the house, tell them come out their room, do something outside, play the games outside even. That might help to give the students a break. So break, balance, pray, talk to your children, be honest, be open, talk about their feelings, be conscious of your own anxieties and your frustration if it's fueling or modeling for your children. And try to even do the same coping mechanisms of breathing and balancing and taking a
Mm-hmm.
break and talking about your feelings with your spouse or somebody so the whole family can work together with the upcoming exams and what you're dealing with the exams and staying positive. I think the one thing I want you guys to leave with is staying positive and speaking positively. There's so much pressure around that exists already, and each children really want to do well, and we want them to do well. But speaking a positive light, encourage and motivate. Um,
Be
we don't
that
want to bring,
positive space for your
yeah,
children always.
yes,
Yeah.
always, always. Um, so as we close this week, the Catholic Youth Commission is celebrating a mass for all those who are writing exams. So, as I said, SCA, CSEC, end of terms, anybody, right? Anybody who's taking writing exams, the Catholic Youth Commission is having a wonderful mass for everyone
I think that's
on.
such a good initiative.
I
It's
think so.
great.
I think this was excellent, and it comes right in time for the
Mm-hmm.
exams. And this mass is being held, let me make sure I get this right, on June 24th.
Thursday.
Yes, 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 yes. With
Look, it's
celebrant.
Joseph Crystal, our friend. Hi,
Huh?
Joseph.
Hi, Joseph. Hey, you'll have to rewind. I'll put it
Yeah.
up for you. Um, but we are having the Youth Commission is having a mass with Father Martin Sergius. So definitely, they are asking you all to send your intentions. Lift your children in prayer right now. Send all your intentions to Youth Commission office via WhatsApp on 3439926. You can find more information on the Zoom details for the mass on
It's on
their
our page on AFLC's
right.
page. It's on our
Hmm.
page. It's on the Youth Commission's page. I'm seeing it being shared around.
Yeah. It's on
So
his stories, it's on
yeah.
Instagram, it's on his Facebook, on Youth Commission's page, and the Family Life page. So definitely take this opportunity to offer your children up in prayer, their worries, their stresses. They will be fine. They will do what they have to do. Just remember, as parents as well, exams really just represent to a transition they have to make, right? So even if, we want to walk them through that transition and really journey with them. And, as Shree's rightly said, be that positive space and be that positive light for them to walk them through this. So, all is said and done, I think. Make sure. We will continue this conversation though next week. It will be a part two with coping with exams. So definitely tune into that. And for next fantastic topic Tuesday. And we look forward to
Right.
seeing
And
you
the
there.
mass.
Yeah. Oh, Joseph has a lot of exam stress. Okay. Oh no, no, no.
I hear that, Joseph. So Joseph,
Sorry.
you need to come on the mass on
Yes,
Thursday.
come on your
Yeah.
mass, send your intentions to the Youth Commission on WhatsApp and state your intentions as well. Make sure, Joseph, you're taking your break, you're being able to vent, you're making sure you balance between, as we talked about the, balance between working hard, playing hard as well, and taking time out even with your family as well or your friends somehow virtually, even in your own space to be creative to de-stress and detox. We know it's a lot of stress right now for you guys. That's why the Youth Commission has been leading with this mass right now, and that's a great opportunity here. So we will continue this conversation next week. So you guys continue to be safe. And if you have any questions too, or if you have anything you want to raise in regards to how you've been coping as students or what, as parents, what have you've done that's been working with your children in regards to coping through the exams and the term and SE and getting them prepared share it with us, or if you have any questions, shoot us a message so we could bring it up next week, because we are continuing this conversation next week. There'll be a part 2 to it, okay? So you guys take care. Stay dry. It's raining my house, so stay dry if you are
Yes, be
out,
careful in this rain, and
and
remember,
be
we
careful.
encourage y'all to get vaccinated if you can.
Yes.
Yep. Go out, get vaccinated. Let's try
Get
to get this.
vaccinated. Yes, we have to take care of each other in this way and in this light. So, do what you have to do. And if you need more information, there's lots of credible information out there on the ministry's page, on the Catholic TT page as well, the Archdiocesan page. Yes. So you need any information is out there for you if you need it. All right. So you guys take care and see you next week.
Stay safe.
Bye.
Bye.
So just send us a message if you need a private message if you need some send me a private message if you need some advice or anything. All right, and I'll talk to you. Okay,
Yes.
bye everybody.